Hello, hello. If you're new to my live, please hit like and follow. If you're not new, well, welcome back. Hope everyone's having a blessed day and made it through the chaos of Christmas. But now, since all the chaos has turned to calmness, we can move on, right? But anyhow, I'm gonna do a quick get ready with me, which you all I do is throw on a basic face while I chat. But anyhow, I wanted to update about some stuff in our family because I know that I have a wonderful group of prayer warriors, and when someone needs prayer, I come to you all because I need the prayer warriors. So, first off, hey Kelly, let's talk about little Hailey. So, Hailey came back home on Christmas because she wanted to come home, which is fine. And for years, you all, it's not just now, like for years, she has battled with horrible ear infections, okay? And every time I take her to her pediatrician, all they do is give her some antibiotics, and they're like, all right, go pick this up. She takes it for 7 to 10 days, and if it's still hurting her, bring her back. So every single time I do the same exact thing. And I take her back and they put her on more and more and more. And so, anyhow, she's been battling this for years, okay? Literally, she was tiny first time she got ear infection. So, she's battled them. I don't know. It's just part of what she's dealt with. Which does run in the family. My son battled them as a child a lot. He ended up having to have the surgery and get the tips. So, that's what I think I'm going to have to do with Hailey. So, she had an earache a little bit with mom and dad. Of course, not every day. And they just gave her eardrops because I told them I would just take her back and get antibiotics when she comes home. And so, of course, she came home soon after. And I am planning on taking her on Monday. But until Monday, you know, she's hurting. So I just gave her a little bit of the children's Tylenol for pain and like a little rag that was warm just to keep some of the pain away. It seems to help a little. And then she fell asleep. And she's asleep right now. And I think that as long as she's not in horrible pain, we'll make it till Monday. But you all, she literally screamed twice earlier. And I said, So if she does that again, I'm just going to take her to the ER. Because I don't want her hurting. I'm not one to get a lot of earaches, so I don't know a lot about it. But I can tell you this much. I do remember getting one in my entire life. I only remember one earache. And it was horrendous, okay? It was awful. And I don't wish that on anybody, especially one of my little kiddos. You all, I mean, you don't want your children, your grandchildren, you don't want none of your kiddos to be hurting like that. I mean, you just don't. It breaks your heart. So, hey, Marnie, how are you? Good afternoon, Debbie. Hello, Amy. So, that's what's going on with Hailey. And, I mean, she is hurting, guys. I mean, hurting. So, if this doesn't pass real soon, I think we're just going to go to the ER, which is why I wanted to go ahead and do makeup. I was planning on doing like a get ready with me late tonight, just sleeping in it, but where she's hurting so bad, I said I'm just going to go ahead and get ready with me. That way, if I need to, I can just go ahead and take her, and which I would take her anyway if I needed to, with or without makeup, but I'm just saying, I'd rather do it now. My daughter deals with ear infections. She's 14 now, and she still has problems. It hurts them so bad. I know. I mean, literally, her ear is red. You can see it. Hey, Miss Betty. She would put up a tolerance. Oh, yes, absolutely. And Angela, that's what we've talked about. So I think, I mean, my personal opinion, I think she probably needs tubes, but we haven't done it yet. And I think I'm going to push for it because I remember my son went through that. And once I got him the tubes in his ears, he had the little surgery, whatever, he done a lot better. So now he did have to have his redone many times because he didn't listen. And as he got older, he would put his ears under the water, and you can't do that with tubes. He would go swimming and all things. Well, of course, he had to have his redone. They would like come out or whatever the case, fall out, whatever they call it. But it did help him. Now he's older now. He's in his 20s, and he doesn't really complain that I know of earaches. But anyhow, Hailey is having this issue, and she's had it her whole life. I mean, I cannot remember how old she was the first time, but she was very, very little. Thank you, Amy. Hi, Cheryl. But that's what I'm dealing with when it comes to Hailey. Right now, Hailey is asleep. Like I said, I gave her some children's Tylenol, and she's napping. Which is very ironic because Storm's napping in my bed. And yes, they're still in their PJs. We're not going anywhere. PJ'd it. That's as far as her. That's what we got going on. Gigi, thank you, love, and you too. Hi, Sherry from Toronto. Jackson had double ear infections, and one of his eardrums ruptured. Double ear infection. Now Katie has an earache. Oh, so Miss Betty, is it just that time of year? I mean, does it pass? Because like now, Hailey gets hers all year round, but it's been really bad today, and I hate that for her. But it's something that her doctor's very well aware of. And at one time, I quit taking her doctor, and I'll tell you why. Because they kept giving her antibiotics, and it was constant. And I was like, it's not doing anything for her, because she was on them for over a month straight. And I'm like, no, we need to do something different, you know. And finally, she did get better. But anyhow, that's what I'm dealing with Hailey. So please pray for Hailey. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. See, next is my mama. So my mom went through her 20 rounds or 20 times of radiation. And in the meantime, it made her have a lot of issues with her bones and stuff, which she's getting an injection once a year for. And her iron is almost non-existent. They said it was so low. So she's going in for some iron infusions starting this week. So please keep her in your prayers. She's also got some other stuff she's got to tend to this week. Lots of doctor appointments. So, also, California, USA right now. Oh, well, I'm glad that you're doing okay. A lot of people with earaches and ear. Yes. Thank you, Amy. Immunity supplements for the kiddos. As in what? Because, like, they take, like, a multivitamin. What are you talking about, like, immunity supplement? What is that? Hayden's doing good. No, I did not see him at Christmas. No. Hayden is 50% daddy, 50% mommy. They do all that, and I didn't see mommy, and I don't see daddy. So no, I did not see him for Christmas. I surely didn't, but he's fine. And if he wasn't, I would know. That much I would know. But anyhow, so my mom's going through all that, and she's got to get her iron transfusions, which I know what them are because Hannah had to have them at one time with Storm right before she had Stormy. Thank you, Amy. Vitamin C. Pretty sure their supplement they take has high vitamin C in it, but I'm going to look for that. That would be a good idea. Oh, Tris, thank you. I hope you had a good Christmas. Also, I have had a ton of people asking me about Will. And I wanted you all, or to update you all about Will's situation. No, I didn't see my daughter for Christmas, no. She done her thing with, yeah. She texted me, I talked to her, but, no, she didn't. Okay, anyway, back to my, Amy, thank you. No, I didn't see Megan Diggin for Christmas. I seen him right before Christmas, though. So, yes, I did, but not on Christmas Day. Okay, so, Will had that surgery. Remember the back surgery? And they took him off work for 3 months. It took him forever to get his short-term disability, but he did finally get it. And so he's just been off work and healing. Okay? So he went back to the doctor right at his 3-month mark to see if the doctor was going to release him to go back to work or whatever the doctor was going to do. So he went in to see his doctor, and the doctor said that the muscle did not grow around the plate as he had hoped that it would in the 3 months. So basically, internally, he's not healed. He gets around better. He doesn't use his cane, all that. But the muscle has not grew around the box or the square plate that they put in his back. So I'm assuming that's an issue, because what they ended up doing is the doctor kept him off work for another 3 months. So as of right now, he won't be going back to work until March something. 8th, I think? March, I don't know. March something. Hannah's at her house. And Hannah's not on social media, so I don't really talk about her. She doesn't want to be on social media. But I can guarantee you she's doing just fine. If that's what you're concerned about. She's fine. Kids are various options. Sherry, thank you, honey. I'll do that. Amber, you've heard of that happening? So basically the muscle was supposed to, my hair's a mess. The muscle was supposed to grow around that plate, and I guess that's what holds it in place or whatever. So from my understanding, you all could have this a little bit off, okay? But from my understanding, he just can't go back to work yet, basically, okay? So they took him off until March. But let me tell you what they done to him. So they took him back off work for 3 more months, which is a total of 6 months. And what they done is his short-term disability that he's been on, they canceled it. So he got his last check. Not this week, as in like we're still in this week Saturday, but the week before, I think he got his last check. So I haven't talked to him since Christmas. I talked to him on Christmas. I haven't talked to him since Christmas, so I'm unaware if he got it going again or not. But they told him he had to contact like HR and turn in more paperwork and all this. So I don't know why they cut it off, and they cut it off before he even went to the doctor. I don't know if it's because of the timing, and the doctor appointment was a little bit more than 3 months, like a few days off. But they did. And, yeah. I have to switch to long-term disability. Is 6 months considered long-term? See, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know. I know he's been on short-term disability before. I just didn't know about that. Linda, thank you for the prayers for Will. Aw, well, Victoria, you can go on somewhere else then, honey, and listen to someone else. So you have a good day. God bless you. Yeah, last week. But, like, sometimes on the weekend, when someone says last week, they mean, like, the week that just, passed, but we're still in that week. But anyways, yeah, the week before. So I'm assuming that, or hoping that he got that squared away, because he was a little concerned and worried, which he should have been. I mean, that's a big deal. So, tell him I break machine to help his tissue grow. See? Oh, no, broke it. Still... Mary, that's exactly what I was thinking, because, well, I didn't know all that, but that was the direction I was thinking. Hey, Jory. Because something has to be done. If his body is not doing what it's supposed to do, which is that muscle grow back around there, then there is problems. So I'm hoping that they can fix that, Now they were, they sent something, I don't remember what it was, something in the mail for his heart, which I think was just like the little meter thing, just to check it. But I could be mistaken, but I almost feel like he told me that he was getting something. I don't know. Maybe there is something else. I'll find out and let y'all know. But as of right now, he is off work for 3 more months. And I asked him how he felt about that. And he said, well, it's fine, I mean, it is what it is. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Still long-term disability. See, I didn't know that. I hope he can, though. I hope. Because, I mean, he needs it. He's got 2 kids to support. That he's responsible for supporting, let's put it that way. Dakin's getting taller and taller. He's about the size of his daddy now. I took a picture of them side by side when they were here last week. And, no, it was this week. It was Monday, I think. Sunday, Monday. It was this week. But when they were here, I took a picture. I think I posted it. Maybe I didn't. But, he is about the size of his daddy. He's about as tall as him, and he's broad. But, yeah, he's growing. Megan's got a little taller, too. But she's about the same. She just got taller. Which is normal. They're growing kiddos. And Dakin's taller than Megan now, for sure. Like, there's no guessing. He's definitely taller. Which he likes to rub that in his sister's face. Because she was always taller. Now he's like, ha ha, I'm taller. Y'all have a fan on. It is that hot. Like, which I'm not complaining. I haven't had to use heat in a very long time. Let me tell y'all about my knee. So, y'all, I've had knee pain for years, but, let me tell you what happened. I didn't know what to do. I've never been so humiliated and embarrassed in all my life. But it happened. So, me and the kids went out, and we got back home, and I got stuck. Like, my knee literally just quit working. I don't know what happened. It was awful. And I was so embarrassed. And I gave the kids the key. And I said, see if one of you all can open the door. Well, they couldn't. So they were stuck with me. But, yep, I sure did. I said, Lord, I feel like a 100-year-old woman today. And I did. That knee hurts so bad. Which, hopefully I'll get that taken care of Friday. Get some injections in it. But, man, oh man, did it hurt. Mama said I waited too long for the knee injection. That's why. Which is probably true. Should get them every month. And I didn't. So, I gotta get back on track with that because Lord knows I need it. Oh, this lash is giving me a fit. So, I usually don't wear, like on the daily, I don't wear new lashes. I rewear mine a lot. So, these are new ones. So, they're being a pain in my booty. Anyway. New Year's Eve dinner. Joy, I don't know. I think we're just going to probably watch the little ball drop and have some finger foods. I know a lot of people do like certain food for New Year's, but I think with the kids being small and stuff, I think we're just going to do some finger foods and watch the ball drop. If they even stay awake that late, they'll probably fall asleep and it'll probably be me watching the ball drop. Pray 3 years, quit his job till he got finally approved for disability. Oh my gosh, Amy, I'm sorry to hear that. On the same page, I agree with that. Yes. Oh, well, hi, Heather. How are you? Glad you're here. Third job for 9 years. Wow. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. It is what it is, you know. Oh, Bonnie, thank you so much for the stars, love. I appreciate that. You should go ahead. Oh, and Sherry. Sherry, you too. Thank you all. You just go ahead and apply for disability. That way everything can go ahead and get started. The doctor has to do is a letter. He has multiple doctors agree that he can't work. Gotcha. So that would be through who? Like Social Security? Oh, Bonnie, thank you again for the stars. Shannon, that is Storm. You can't really see her. Yeah, she's waking up. I should have said her name. But yeah. Y'all, she's going to be 3 years old in a week. Like a week. Not even a week. She's going to be 3 on Friday. And I'm like, what? So, yeah, she's going to be 3 on Friday. It seems like she was just born. And I know everybody says that, but I really feel that way. Like, it feels like she was just born. And Hailey, yeah, a couple more months. March the 5th, actually. Hailey will be 5 years old. So, Hailey starts kindergarten next year, but I am trying my best to get her into preschool for the remainder of the year. And what they do is they have enrollment twice a year. They have enrollment in August and in January. So Stormy turns 3 next Friday, which is before school starts the following Monday on the 5th. So what I'm going to attempt to do is get both of them to go, because I think it would be wonderful if they could both go. They both want to go, and I think it would be good because they need that interaction with kids their age. I'm big about it, let me tell you. So I think that would be wonderful. I can't guarantee you that they'll let them in, but I'm going to try. Oh, Sherry, thank you for the stars, baby. Thank you. Bonnie, thank you. Oh, thank you all. Complete. Oh, did it? Thank you. Oh, Gigi, thank you. Oh my gosh, I appreciate the prayers so much. Miss Debbie, how you feeling? You okay today? Watching you before she was born. I know, Donna, and I mean, little baby gonna be 3 years old. I am not all about homeschooling. No, that was never me. I just went along with that one. No, I was about doing what my husband wanted me to do and what the kids wanted me to do. And if I had to go back and redo it, I would do it again for them. But I surely hate it. And I think that public school is better in my book. Now, it's not the best for all children. It's not. There are kids that are better homeschooled. But I just don't want to do it. I mean, you know, it takes a lot of dedication and time to do that. And it's just nice that I'm not having to right now. I'll put it that way. It's nice that I'm not doing it. Crap. Hold on, y'all. Okay, anyways. State office about they said on my test. Good. Absolutely. I agree. Baby brother. I don't have him. Hi, Luann. Got my OG in here. Oh, Debbie, I'm glad you're doing good. Homeschooling? Don't know, honey. I don't do that no more. They do it. I don't know. I can't answer that because I'm not there. I don't know. Oh, love you, Bonnie. I don't have Hayden, you guys. I know a lot of people are confused because I have so many of my grandkids, but I don't have Hayden. So, there is a court agreement of, like, shared custody, whatever they call it. It's 50-50 to where Daddy gets 50, Mommy gets 50. Now, that doesn't mean that each of them do 50-50. That just means that's what the court says. And then they work it out amongst themselves. So, whatever works for them, works for them. And it's none of my business. So, they do what they do. And as long as he's taken care of and fed and loved, that's all that I care about. Because at the end of the day, nothing else matters. You know what I mean? I had to apply Social Security office. Of course, I had to get a lawyer. I have to pay the lawyer. He got a percentage. Let's see. My mom is on disability. She's been on it for years and years now. But when she got on it, I'm pretty sure that they denied her one time, and then she had a lawyer, and I think it was free, and then they done like so much from what she got or something like that too. I'd have to ask her, but yeah, it was something like that. I think it's disability. It could be Social Security, but it's something like that. Same thing, I think. I'm unsure. Not just for a certain age. Oh yeah, absolutely, I agree. Now, why would I ask Will about something like that? He can deal with it. He is an adult, you all. He is an adult. He can handle it. And I'm telling you, I know people don't like that I left one chapter out of my life. And I didn't put none of it on social media, but it's just the best, okay? Hey, Tanya, or Tana. Is it Tanya? From Iowa. Woo! So is it true that Iowa is like nothing to do there? I've heard that. I don't know how true that is. But I've heard that through the grapevine that Iowa is more like a boring state, I guess. Which, I mean, I guess every state can be boring depending what you do. I know, like, here, I can't say it's too exciting. For sure. But I have heard that. I had a girl that I used to chat with online. And she lived there. And she would tell me, she's like, this is the most boring state ever. And I'm like, surely not. And she's like, girl, yes. No, Carter's in there playing. Tana, like banana. Tana. Gotcha. Sherry, if their parents were able to support them in all ways and able to handle them, it would be different, but that's not where we're at. So probably not unless things really change. As of now, no. Which her parents agree with. So we're all in agreement that they're in the right spot. Guys, I tell you what, I have been using like 2 different foundations because I'm in between colors. You know how that goes. And I had forgotten all about it until I just looked in my drawer. And I've got that one foundation that I was going to show you guys on the live, and I forgot to. Someone asked me one day if it was good, and I'm like, yeah, but I never used it again because my skin is too dry for it. Was too dry for it, but now it's not dry, so I should be able to. Yeah. Michigan's boring too. I understand. So I was born and raised in Kentucky, but I've lived in multiple states. And I can say that my favorite state that I have ever lived in, and I've been in several, is Alabama. So I think that it could be, okay, It could be because I was the happiest at that time. Because I've always been told that, you know, you make your own happiness. So maybe, I'm not saying that that's for sure, but I loved Alabama. There was a lake that we went to all the time in Gunnersville, Alabama. It was beautiful. And it was like one of the best, like top 10 or whatever it is. So I loved Alabama. But I've lived in Indiana, and it was okay. I liked it. Not my favorite. I lived in Kentucky, lived in Tennessee, Alabama, Wyoming, Colorado, Nebraska. I moved around quite a bit. When I was younger, I moved quite often. And then I got a little older and didn't move as much. But, yeah, but I do love Alabama. I mean, I absolutely love Alabama. My brush, I literally use Dawn, the spray. Dawn, what is it called? Spray and wash or spray, the spray Dawn. And a rag, that's all I do. And then in between, I'll use a baby wipe. And like, just take my brush and wipe it on a baby wipe. I do not wash them every day. You're supposed to do them about once a week. I do not. I do mine about every 2 weeks. I've even went longer than that, but you're not supposed to. You live in Gunnersville? Oh my gosh. So that's awesome. I loved it there. I loved it there. And I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of good memories there. And I was with my first husband. I only had one child at the time. So this was very, very long ago. I had Sierra, and Sierra was barely walking. She was about 1.5. And it was fun. I mean, I loved it. They had a grocery store called Piggly Wiggly. And I'd never been to one. So when I got there, I was like, I want to go to that Piggly Wiggly. Well, we went, and I was doing something, I don't know. Her daddy was pushing the buggy with her in it. And he was letting her hold on to the end instead of sitting in the thing, which we done a lot, often. And I went to get something, and that child fell out that buggy. I'll never forget. But she was okay, thank God. But yeah, there's a Piggly Wiggly. I remember that, like, specifically. So if you've never been to Alabama, if you ever go to a place called Piggly Wiggly. It's a grocery store. I loved it. I thought that it was just the best thing ever. Of course, everybody likes something different, and I'm aware of that. But me personally, I did really like the Piggly Wiggly, and I loved Alabama. Piggly Wiggly in parts of Kentucky. No, where? I didn't know that. Yeah, the Piggly Wiggly is cool. This is the makeup I was telling you about. It's called Tear, I think. I don't know. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. But anyhow, here is the smaller size, like travel or whatever, and full size. Long story short, I bought this color. Hannah bought this color. And then we switched because this was more Hannah's color. It's lighter. This was more my color. Well, now I don't know where I'm at. But I got them both because she didn't want it. So she gave it to me. Originally, this was hers. Originally, this was mine. But now they're both mine. So, but anyhow, that's the makeup. I don't know if y'all have ever tried it. I bought one because I tried hers and loved it. So I bought it. Y'all might hate it, but I liked it. Beaver Dam, and had a Piggly Wiggly. I love it. So, have y'all, who's been to a Piggly Wiggly? Honest to God. If you've ever been to a Piggly Wiggly, let me know. Because I'm telling you, I said it to one lady about a Piggly Wiggly. She said, there is not anything called a Piggly. I said, yes, there is. It's a real grocery store. She argued with me. I'm like, whatever. But it's called Piggly Wiggly. And they had the best sales. I mean, if you wanted to go in there and save some money, Piggly Wiggly was your one-stop shop. And then the one that I went to years and years ago in Guntersville had a dollar store next to it. So you had the Piggly Wiggly and we had a dollar store. And we lived right on the corner in this big house. Right across from it. I can't explain it. I don't remember the actual address, road. But I loved it. Yeah, if you're ever around one of them Piggly Wigglies, I know they're in Alabama, and someone said Kentucky too, so if you got one near you, y'all need to go check it out. See, Jen said, yeah, they got one in North Carolina. Here in Tennessee, haven't been to one in years, though. I've not been to one in a very, very, very long time, but I would love to go back. I love the Piggly Wiggly, and I don't know what it is, but, like, it stuck. Like, it was one of them places that was like a happy place for me at the time, and I loved going. I loved shopping there. I loved getting the deals. So Connie said Tennessee, so a lot of y'all haven't. That's what all Granny had was a dollar store and Piggly Wiggly. Yep. But I tell you though, y'all, I loved it, and I would probably live in Alabama again. Like, if I had the opportunity to go back there, I would probably do it. Yep. Because I truly did. I loved it. I loved everything about it. We lived in Guntersville, and we also lived in Albertville. And, I remember there was like this big mountain, like a big hill that you had to climb. When I say climb, y'all drive, okay? But it was huge. And our vehicle got broke down on that hill so many times. Seen y'all in forever. Aw, we're doing good. Hannah's not on social media. It's been over a year now. But yeah, she's doing good too. Talked to her on Christmas. I think I talked to everybody on Christmas this year. It was good. It went a lot smoother using the trash bag method, though. I'll do that every year now. I gave him a bag and said, here, when you open a gift, you put it in that bag. And it worked. And they liked it. Crap. I forgot. Crap. Look, I got this little elf blush. I don't know. It's pretty. It's called Bright Pink. Anyhow, I love this one. And I haven't used blush in a long time because, I don't know, I'm just not really a blush girl. But I love it because it gives just enough color to your cheeks to make you feel like, you know, you're alert, alive, awake. I don't know, y'all, but anyway, please, if you see one in Piggly Wiggly, you need to get one. Gadsden, Alabama. Yes. So, you're close to my area. I'm telling you, it's nice. And that Guntersville Lake was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It was so serene. And I loved going and sitting down on the pier. It was nice. I want to go back one day to, you know, even if I go back like a vacation for a weekend or something, I'd really like to do that. Because it was nice. I really liked it. I enjoyed it. It was just peaceful. You know, though, I've had that happen in my life to where I really liked a place, and then years later go back and I didn't like it, but I know I would love Alabama. I just always did. And we didn't live there the whole time. We would like go visit and stuff, because what it was is my ex-husband, my first husband's mom and stepdad worked at a factory down there. That's why they moved there. a job took them, and we'd visit and loved it. So we just ended up moving there. We just surprised them one day with our stuff. Moved down there. We lived with them for a little while until we got our own place. But anyways, y'all, I gotta hop off here. I'm gonna go check on Hailey and see if she is still napping or laying down or whatever, and check on her because I'm really worried about her ear. What time is it? I don't know. 3:05 p.m. right now. Linda, thank you. I appreciate that. Tammy Hayden is doing good. I didn't see him for Christmas. No. His mom has him half the time and his dad has him half the time. I've not seen him since his birthday. October. It's been 2.5. It's been over 2 months, almost 2.5 months. Oh, you too, Debbie. But no, he's doing well. Everybody's doing well. Happy and well, thriving, surviving, doing all the things. So, but I'm going to go check on Hey. Y'all pray for her and her little ear. Hopefully it feels better soon. And if not, like I said, I'm going to take her on to the doctor on Monday. But if something happens and she gets to screaming again, I might just run her to the ER. Because I can't get her in the doctor until Monday. And you all, it hurts you to see a baby hurt. You know, it's hard to watch a baby in pain. I just can't do it. So, but much love to you all. Hey, Angie. 2:05. Yes. So you're about an hour behind me. But y'all have a blessed day, and I will see you on the next live. Bye.